Today's video is another math video featuring my ancient iPad. I Windexed the screen and it's so shiny you can see me. That's me touching my nose, my glasses here. So you can see me and my phone capturing this. This video might get cut short because my dogs have been in a mood today. Now I just tired them out, but it's possible they show up in about 20 minutes to tell me they are Hungry. They know that word. They know a lot of words that have to do with food. So hopefully I can do a thorough exploration of Scotland. My ancestors are from Scotland, though I don't think I could be more specific than that. So I've learned that Google does not show the boundaries between like Wales, Scotland, and England. I thought it would be like the states in the United States. I know they're not states, but I thought there would be like an obvious boundary somewhere. So I'm not actually sure where Scotland starts, which means I'm gonna start at the north. I figure I probably can't go wrong that way, right? Alright, we've got some islands up here. Are there more? Oh, look at these little islands. I'm gonna assume that this island is still considered Scotland, but feel free to tell me I'm wrong. Let's zoom in. The North Isles. And right on the most northern part, we've got a place called Ska. Anything going on in Ska? I don't see anything here. I mean, there are beaches. It's clearly Ska Beach. The most northerly house in Britain is in Ska. Okay, nailed it. Ska Beach. Oh, I switched orientations here and it's a little different. I mean, it's gotta be one of the most northern beaches. No dogs allowed. Twice no dogs. What's the point? And this, what's this? Oh, maybe because there's sheep there. I don't know. I don't want to go there anymore. Let's close that. It's kind of strange though, isn't it? It just looks like there's the one house, which might be a farm. Interesting. It just seems like does one house get to have its own town name, or does the house have a name? Okay, so this is Lambiness and Wick of Shaw. Can I click on that? No. How about Lambiness? No, nothing. I mean, there are houses. I assume that's what those rectangular things are. It does look like farmland. Some more houses. Oh, a town. Okay. Alright. A town with a church and maybe nothing else. I bet it would be really, really cool to go somewhere this isolated. But I also bet they would not love tourists. Just a gut feeling there. Look how pretty this is. I mean, if you live alone on a patch of land, you probably like it that way. Cringeflix, another little town, Cringeflix. Some more houses. The Skidbladner. What is that? A historical place museum. So we're so far north here and close to sort of Nordic territory. I know the UK had Nordic influence. It's where we get some words in English. Anything that starts with an SK. It's probably from a Nordic language. Okay. Although having a museum would indicate there is tourism here. But a lot of touristy areas hate tourists. It's sort of a love-hate relationship, you know. Bobby's Bus Shelter, Shetland Holiday Homes, Final Checkout Cafe. Well, that seems more. Is there a town name? Where are we? Oh, those look like houses. Bunnes, maybe. Bunnes, Balta Sound, Unst. Unst is a fun name. Maybe Unst. 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 They probably don't like that joke. I'm probably not the first person to have made it. Okay, so this is Shetland. I've learned something. What on earth are these? Okay, we've got a boat here. And the boat is connected to these big circular objects that are in the water. And I have no idea what they are. Is this some sort of like fish farm? Or are they, I don't know how nets could possibly work like that. It's so big compared to the size of the boat. I have no idea what that is. I would love if someone could tell me. Okay, so this far north is Shetland. Baliasta, Newgord, Westing, Caldback, Underlund, Oyesund, Belmont, Clivicast. Let's check out Munnes Castle. Being from a place where we don't have castles, I do find it interesting. Look at this fireplace. It's just very cool. It's very obvious what it is, even though the place is so, in ruins. It's so old and torn down. Let's see. It's not that old. I guess the late 1500s. This place wouldn't have been destroyed yet. It just didn't do well after that. I do love exploring ruins. Okay. Clivicast. Easterloch. Possibly Esterloch. Damloch. And this is, what do we suppose these lines are? Like a boat route, maybe. South Garth. I'm gonna zoom out to see where we are, because we're still in these far north islands. Okay. I wonder if that's, or if this island is somehow a different territory. That would be intense. Who would own Linga? I don't know. Okay, let's go west. Here, Brecon Sands is a beach. I know we're very far north, and it's possible these beaches are just really, really cold. But I still want to go. Look at that. Look at this little cove. The water is going to be so calm like that. And it's got that nice white sand. Like, did they bring that in? Because I know not all beaches naturally have sand. Now dogs are allowed on this one. Or Wendy Good is breaking some rules. It just looks nice. I grew up going to really, really cold beaches. I grew up near the Great Lakes, and so we do have beaches. The lakes are so big, they look kind of like oceans, and the water's really, really cold. So I can take it, that's what I'm saying. I could take Scotland. Stonganes, Gallivo, South Garth, Gutcher. Gutcher is a nice name. Gutcher. North Sandwick. Now this is a very nice looking beach with these circular things again. I'm gonna have to look up what these are. I wonder what they look like, you know, not from above. Huh. Canister, Selifirth, Dulcitor, Gloop. This place is just called Gloop. What a bummer of a name. Gloop Voa. Which I'm guessing a boa is like an inlet or something. It looks like a little town, not very large. Gloop. Nothing over here. West Sandwick. Okay, we saw East Sandwick. West Sandwick looks like more farmland. It looks like a lot of this area maybe isn't super inhabitable. Like it's mountains or plateaus. I can't quite tell what this means with the satellite. Yell and mid-yell. And yell. Interesting. Yeah, so it looks like maybe this is a big mountain, possibly a volcano, right? I mean, it's an island. And everyone lives around this edges where you can actually farm. East Yell. Grossabro. Burvo. Homnavo. Copster. Ulsta. Clothin. Bigga. I like that. Bigga. Samfree. Mossbank. Toft. Okay, we've got an oil refinery here. Maybe those things are taking oil out of the water. Oil rigs is what those are called. Okay. Collifirth, Swining, Bidden. The Cabin Museum next to Skelbury. Shetland, Mainland, Billister, Laxforth, Bunhoga Gallery. Whiteness. Okay, this looks like a real settlement. Let's see what we got here. In Gramista, Holmesgarth, Shetland Museum and Archives. Just right on the water. They have boat parking just in case. and boats inside, of course. Cars. Opened by Her Majesty the Queen of Norway. And I have no idea who the Duke and Duchess of Rothesay are. I don't know where Rothesay is. Clickaman Leisure Complex. Let's see what Clickaman Leisure looks like. Get some resolution here. We've got a high school. Kind of makes sense to put it next to the fields. The pitches. Oh, this looks like a sports pitch. Yeah, for track and field, and then possibly soccer in the middle. This also looks like sports. Couldn't tell you which one. That's the nice thing about fields, is you can put a lot of different things in them. Gilbertson Park, Jubilee Flower Garden. It looks very small. Oh, it is very small, but it's very charming. Look how cute that is. And it's right next to a tennis court. And let me tell you, I love tennis. That's adorable. This looks like a really cute place to be. The Lodberry. A historical landmark. Why? Why is this stone house more special than other stone houses? Oh, it's very cute. Oh, this whole area looks super cute. Market Cross. Look at this. It's the same little garden as before. A rainbow. This does look to be a really cute town. And I do say that. Oh, mini golf. Golf, of course. We're in Scotland. I didn't even think about that. A goat. I love goats in general. They are very fun animals. They're found everywhere. It seems like everywhere domesticated some sort of goat. They are kind of ornery. And their main approach to life is to, if they encounter something new, they eat it, or they headbutt it, or they jump on top of it and stand higher than everything else. And I really appreciate that very simple way of handling life. I think we should all aspire to be so, simple in our problem solving. Brendister Quarf, Easter Quarf, Wester Quarf, Flatabister, Ocracoy, Cunningsburg, another Sandwick, Chennerwick, Hoswick, Levenwick. I'm getting the feeling that Wick means town or something like that. Scalesburg, Sumbergardness. Is this another town or just really an airport? Okay. That might be it for these islands. For now. I'm gonna jump over Stony Brick and get out here to this. Does this count as an archipelago? More really nice looking beaches. Oh, let's check out the lighthouse. I do like a good lighthouse. Star Point Lighthouse. No reviews. And here is a picture of a bike. And that is the only picture. Okay. Well. I can't blame them. I've never submitted my travel photos to Google. That seems a little strange to me. Overbister, Sanday Heritage Center, Broughton, Inverness, Stove, Loth, Coyness Chambered Cairn, interesting. I'm guessing this is some very old Neolithic tomb with high central chambers, 6 side chambers, and a long passageway, which was excavated by Coyness. Rather roughly excavated. Oh no, I don't know why it's called Coyness. Supervised by MP James Farr. Just a very, very old tomb near Kettletoft and Overbister. We go over to Coilu. It just seems rude to have a place called Twad. Brow of Bursay. No. Can I see it? There we go. Oh, so we really just got the bones of the house here. What is this? Oh, it's a very beautiful area. Drains. The early Norse settlement was served by a system of stone-built drains. The covering slabs are visible here. Oh, I would just love to walk around this, although it looks a little bit chilly. A Viking stronghold in the 1000s. Possible home to the powerful Norse Earl of Orkney. Around you lie the remains of a Viking settlement. It's pretty cool. Laga Board House. Scarwell. Some other kind of rude name places. Brow. Bimbister. Bimbister, that's a fun one. Netherbrow. Finstown. It's funny to see, I think, the clouds in the satellite view, different days between these two places, different weather. Houghton, Stromness. There's a nice looking town. The big old harbor. Stromness Museum. Stromness Chinese takeaway. Doesn't sound too bad at this moment. Birds. museum. Okay, let's zoom out and see how far south I got. Not very south. Okay, let's go to Kirkwall. That looks like a fairly large town here. I think these must be like the ferry boats. These lines mean telling you where they go. I guess people must take many boats, which makes sense. Might be simpler or cheaper than taking a plane, for example. I was hoping it would show me the animals that made the cheese. I guess I don't know. Orkney cheese, it could be any kind. I was kind of assuming sheep for some reason. Just Dance Orkney. Grain Earth House says it's a historical site. It does look old. Oops. No photos. Yeah, it's just exactly what it sounds like. A place where people used to store grain underground. Orkney craft vinegar. Got a nice big track and field here. I can tell from all the way out here that's for soccer. Football. It's funny, even knowing I'm American, non-Americans like to correct me on saying soccer, and it's like, that's what we call it here. I've never actually looked into a college, why we call it that. Let's see what the college looks like. There's one picture. I wonder if a college here means, it says the university. Interesting. I don't know what it means. Kirkwall Sports Center. It does seem to be a fairly big town compared to everything else we've seen so far. But maybe not so much of a tourist town. This place is just called work, so I'm gonna avoid it. Lock of Tankerness, and there's Tankerness. Lynxness. Gloop. Is this a different gloop? Have we? More about this place. Good for kids, that's all we get. Show me the photos. This is the gloop. It appears to be a hole in the ground. Well, okay, there's a nice beach. Local nature reserve, Mullhead. But what about it is the gloop? I mean, it is very pretty. I'm not gonna say it's not. I'm just very confused. It's next to scale, deerness, Gridley. Gridley is a cute name. An Italian chapel. I got pretty far from home. Built roads across these little I should probably find Aberdeen since I really did consider moving there. I could have had a job lined up and everything, but I was looking up like what's it like to move to Aberdeen? And it was voted the most like glum city in the world. Just a total misery. The whole thing is very gray, is what it said. Both in terms of weather, but I think the entire city was also made with like gray stone. I don't know. It was actually a very funny article written by very bitter people, unimpressed people, I'll say. There it is. There's Aberdeen. We were very far north. What did we skip? Grand Tanos Bay, Glenlivet, Inverness. We'll go to Inverness first. Bog Bay, Newton of Lees, Newton of Farintosh. Golf courses. Kolkabog is an interesting area. Kolkabog. Cradle Hall, Smithton, West Hill. Merkinch. Oh, I think I was saying Inverness. It was Inverness. Inverness. South Kessock. Belfary. What is this area? Oh, it's another golf course. It's a lot of golf courses. I know it's where it came from, so. Inverness Castle. Let's see what shape their castle is in. Oh, a good one. This looks like a fully functioning castle. Yeah, this might qualify as a city, not a town. Oh, it's very scenic. Look at all that, all the water, all the flowers. It's lovely. I wonder how many months a year it's lovely. It's funny, I lived in the south and I recently moved farther north. And spring just comes later. It just takes longer. So I know that it's already spring back where I used to live, and it just isn't yet here. Not quite. The first year I moved here, it snowed in May. It seems like it snowed every Sunday through what I would consider spring. Oh, is this telling me the weather there? That's nice, I didn't notice that. So it's not too different from what I'm experiencing here. Now let's look at the Culloden battlefield. I'm not sure what this photo versus this little rook. We've got Battle of Culloden. I wonder who it was between the gallant Highlanders who fought for Scotland and Prince Charlie. Well, that sounds important. MacLean, McLaughlin, Highlanders. I can't read the first two. A place for everyone. That's a war grave. And over here is the Clava cairns. Stone mounds. The sacred landscape is one of the most evocative prehistoric sites in Scotland. It's interesting to say something as evocative. The cairn builders left no written records to explain what inspired them or what they did here. rock art. Look for circular pits decorating some of the standing stones. I like this. Such prehistoric rock art had profound meanings to the people who created it. They don't know that, but art in general has profound meaning to whoever creates it. So we can guess that our prehistoric ancestors felt similarly about art. And hey, my ancestors came from this area. Maybe they made it. 490. That's cute. Okay, heading back toward Aberdeen. Moss of Barmuckety. Moss of Barmuckety. Is that a town? What does that mean? Barmuckety. Elgin. I don't think it's Elgin. I do think it's Elgin. Duffus Castle. And that is a ruin. That's pretty cool. th century castle. So that one, I think, is the oldest castle we've seen so far. The cairns were older, of course. Lossiemouth. Okay, Aberdeen, where'd you go? Oh, I really lost it. I don't know where we are anymore. It's possible also that I turned the map. Oh, there it is. Potterton. Sea. So Aberdeen is on the sea. There's Old Aberdeen. That sounds fun. Are there any pictures of Old Aberdeen? Well, that doesn't look grey at all. There's a lot more green than I was led to believe. Maybe that's just Old Aberdeen. Maybe New Aberdeen is terrible. Hillhead Student Village. What does that mean? Right, because there should be a university here. Oh, I lost everything. Here it is, the University of Aberdeen. That looks impressive. Okay. I mean, this all looks pretty cool to me. So maybe that's a weird building. Looks cool though. I like the wavy lines. I bet it reflects the sky very nicely. I don't know. I could probably still get that job in Aberdeen, to be honest. Kitty Brewster, Hilton. A beach superstore. Golf. I don't think that even living in Scotland you could get me to play golf. It's just not gonna happen. Energy park. You know, I'm not seeing a lot of things to like explore. Maybe that's why they don't like Aberdeen. Hospital. Castlegate. Duthy Park. No. No. Oh, Duthy Park. It's kind of cute. Could be worse. I don't know. It doesn't look as bad as I was led to believe. I didn't just not take the job because of I think it was 2 different articles about how miserable Aberdeen is. Someone held a grudge. It's also very far away from my family, who's all in America. Not really seeing much to check out here other than golf courses, which I cannot bring myself to care about. This area is just called Cults. Bucksburn. P&J Live. I don't know what this means. That little symbol could be anything. Oh, it's a venue for concerts. Well, that's not too bad. So you can go to Cravestone and see a concert. And there's an airport, so I'd be able to get home. Hazelhead Park. Looks very large if it's this whole thing. Is that not a golf course? Oh, look at these beautiful flowers. Oh, it's a park. Okay. Well, that was random parts of Scotland for you, but I think I'm going to end it here. I hope that was informative about really some random places. I never even made it to the bigger cities, kind of like my last video. Loch Lomond, which I know a song about. Edinburgh, Glasgow, didn't get there. But maybe next time. Or maybe they're well enough known that I don't need to do a little tour of them. Although, if I had the chance to go in person, I